I think mannerism technically qualifies as a Simsism. Mannerism, but
I was just going to say that.
Mannerism. Maybe I've had it wrong for 55 years, Peter.
Now, I think you might have had it right. I think, as a matter of fact, I admire your mannerisms.
Let's get to it. Which doesn't belong and why? We had clips there from the coaches of the Jaguars, Lions, and Jets. Which doesn't belong and why in the teams that Peter King has ranked number 29, number 30, and 31, respectively?
I'd say probably the Detroit Lions, because I think they're going to bite enough kneecaps to maybe climb out of that end of the power rankings hole. The one guy who doesn't get talked about very much, Bill Parcells has always been really, really high on Aaron Glenn's ability as a coach. So he becomes a defensive coordinator in Detroit, and I think he's going to instill a toughness. If you're not tough under Aaron Glenn, somebody else is going to be playing. And I think whereas it was obvious that the Lions, many of the Lions, got tired of the message that Matt Patricia had, I don't think they're going to get tired of the Aaron Glenn message. He's going to be very much pro player, but he's also going to be extremely demanding. I would take Detroit as a better than number 30 overall.
I'm fascinated by the kneecap biting culture because it's, the Lions have been so bad for so long. You just roll the dice. Roll the dice every few years. Eventually, they're going to come up 7 when 7 is good. Sometimes 7 is bad. Eventually, they're going to get a good 7 for the Detroit Lions. I'm going to say the Jaguars don't belong because they are the latest team to go all in with the grand experiment of taking a highly successful college coach and seeing if it translates. Will he be Jimmy Johnson? Will he be Chip Kelly? We don't know. But recent history suggests that these college coaches have their work cut out for them. Next one, Peter, which doesn't belong and why? Middle of the pack, Chargers 10, Dolphins 11, Cardinals 14. Non-playoff teams who made it into your top 15, which doesn't belong and why?
I would say the Cardinals, because I really, really struggle with the Cardinals as much as any team. I didn't love what they did in free agency because they're trying to create the 2016 All-Pro team. So I'm not sure how much free agency is going to help them. But just remember, this was an explosive team for much of last year that really failed down the stretch. So I think the Cardinals have a good chance to be better than 14.
And look, I've got a chance. I'm going to say the Cardinals because the wheels have essentially fallen off for them since that Hail Murray game against the Bills. The Bills went one way, the Cardinals went the other. This is Cliff Kingsbury's prove-it year, and I know there's this sense he's tied to the hip with Kyler Murray, but I think at some point Michael Bidwell, the owner of the team, starts thinking, hey, we've got this special young quarterback. Maybe we need to be finding a way to get more out of him and get more wins from him, while we still have him on a low-value contract. Last one, which doesn't belong and why, from number 15, Washington, number 18, Titans, and number 19, Steelers.
I really struggled putting the Titans 18. Look, like I wrote in my column, I can't unsee what the Steelers became at the end of the year. I have no idea what their offensive line is going to be. I don't know what Matt Canada is going to be like as an offensive coordinator. I just think they're a total mystery team. But the Titans, I don't know. I put them at 18, and I went to bed on Sunday night, and I said, man, you're going to look stupid when they win 11 games again. So, the Titans at 18 bug me. I just think that they might be without their losing both coordinators in the last 2 years. They struggled to replace Dean Pease last year. They fell defensively, and now no Arthur Smith. We'll see what the results are.
I'm going to say Steelers at 19 because I think they're going to be better than that. My experience, and I've lived near, in, or around Pittsburgh all my life, when the thinking is they're not going to be very good, they find a way to will themselves to a surprisingly good season. And Mike Tomlin, very good at getting the absolute best out of the guys he has. The key, though, is, number 1, Ben Roethlisberger staying healthy, and number 2, Najee Harris being the real deal for them. All right, that's it for Which Doesn't Belong and Why.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.